granddaughters again, Miss
Jardine.
and
And Olivia.
Olivia. And we are going to do a fun project today, something that I think you might like, and I know my granddaughters do. What is one of your favorite things to do?
Horses. I like riding horses.
You like horses? Well, I had a dream about a white horse.
And it was so beautiful. I had never seen such a beautiful horse.
And so I did a painting of it, and my granddaughters just loved it, and some other kids did too. And I normally, when I do projects with kids, I don't just copy a painting. You don't copy a painting. But this one, we're going to kind of use it as a little bit of a guideline. It's going to be fun. So we're going to gather our supplies. And if at any time you need to pause the video because you need to gather supplies also, or even later, if you need to work some more on your drawing or your painting, you're just free to do that. And then you can click it back on and start back up. So the first thing we need something to put our, our artwork on. And like a paper bag or newspaper or cardboard. I think we have some extra wrapping paper. And so your mom said it was okay to use that. So we're going to use some pieces of wrapping paper behind. Yes, could you go get some? And it's old Christmas paper. So what does it say on it?
Ho, ho, ho,
Ho, ho, ho. And it's just because we want to protect our table behind us. You know, you could either put the white side or the colored side.
I'm doing the
And
white
I think
side.
you need a bigger size. I'm going to use a smaller size because I have a smaller
Jordan has
size today.
Oh,
No, I think she's good. She's good. Ho, ho, ho. Next thing, guess what, girls?
This is so
We're going to need a paint shirt because we're going to actually be using some pastels and a little bit of acrylic paint today. You need to cut it, okay. So girls, so could you find your paint shirts? Let's put a paint shirt on. And guess what? Grandma Vicki is visiting today and I didn't bring my paint shirt. My paint shirt looks like a paint shirt. It has lots of paint all over it. But because I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna be really careful. So adults, you heard me say that. Maybe you ought to put a paint shirt on. I'm also going to need a fat Sharpie. For the little kids, you're gonna need a fat Sharpie. And for the big kids, more thin line Sharpie, or the adults. I'm gonna work back and forth between the two age groups. We need our watercolors. We have this one has been used quite a bit, this one, but they're good. The cover might have paint, but the watercolors are good. We don't need expensive watercolors. So we're gonna need those, and we're going to be sharing those. Well, you're going to need a pencil. You're going to need, let's see, what do we need? We need some salt. Can you find us some salt? And everybody needs a pencil. We might need some erasers. Let's see if you've got a pencil. I've got a pencil. We're going to need a couple containers of water. You can put the salt right there. If you could take like a little bit of salt, maybe put it on the edge. You could do that. Today we're going to be including some supplies. These are chalk pastels. I got these at Michael's. I think it was about $5. So it's not like crayons, but they're called chalk pastels. And this is going to be kind of a fun project. We're going to be painting white, but we know from science that the color white actually, even though we can't see it, has all the colors are included, all the colors of the rainbow. So we want to put some colors in here. And we've got our chalk pastels. These are really fun. Your kids are going to love these. We actually today, we're going to need a little bit of paint, and we're going to use some white acrylic paint. There's different ways lots of different ways to get some white paint. There's real cheap little craft white paint at the grocery store or in Michael's or any place, and you can use those. I just happen to have a couple of old tubes of white acrylic. Yeah, so we're going to use those. We'll of course need some school glue and some, what is it we're going to, on mine, I'm going to use watercolor paper. So you can get a piece of watercolor paper, or the girls have these canvases. They were pretty inexpensive. They're actually, I think it's about a 12 by 16. You can get 11 by 14. I think we got a pack of them at Michael's. There was like 6 for $10. And those are kind of fun to use because you don't have to mat it or frame it. You can just put a nail on the wall and hang it up and you've got it. Okay, I think we are just about ready. Can you girls think of anything else we need?
Oh, we need water cups.
Well, we have our water cups. Oh, we need some paper towels or toilet paper. Yep, we need that. And oh, and we need some little brushes. Now we can use our brush that's in our watercolors. And let's see, so we can, this kind of brush is perfectly fine, but you are gonna need a little bit bigger brush once we start. And these are real cheap. They're called chip brushes. And you can get them at Home Depot or Walmart, any place, and they're maybe $1, $1.50 for these. And this is something we will need at the end. All right, I think
we're ready.
I think we're ready to go. You know, before I start my artwork, I always like to say a little prayer before I get started. I think Olivia would like to say a little prayer.
Dear God, thank you for creating this world and making all these beautiful trees, animals, and flowers and colors so we can have fun and paint and play and go outside. Amen.
Amen. Have you ever played tic-tac-toe?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, moms and aunties, if somebody's sitting with little kids, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. And we're gonna make a grid with pencil on our paper.
Pencil.
So I'm going to draw mine first and show you, and then you could draw one too. So I'm gonna make 2 lines that come from the very top all the way down to the very bottom. Okay, there's line number 1, line number 2, and I'm trying to make them sort of equal. And as equal as I can, and then I'm going to make 2 on the other side, and I'm making like a grid or a checkerboard. Let's see. So I'm going to put mine up, and you can see what I did. Mine is not perfect.
How do I?
And now you girls can do it on your canvas. You see how I just made myself a little grid.
I also made a grid on a picture of the horse that I included in our materials.
And sometimes we use that when we're doing a drawing of a certain thing that we want to make sure everything gets into a certain place.
Do I go fast or slow?
You can go slow or fast, whatever you like.
I'm going a little slow because I honestly don't want to screw it up.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. And sometimes the way a parent can help is you could make some little marks on the top, marks on the bottom, marks on the side to help the kids so they can make their grid. There you go. So I'm going to kind of show you a little close hand how I'm doing this. I've got my grid. I'm going to go up to the top line and that first line coming down. So my first vertical and my first horizontal. I'm going right about to that little place there, and I'm going to go down just a little bit, and I'm going to make my horse's eye. And you're going to have a little eye shape, just kind of like that. Maybe you got a little eyebrow. You're going to have, you want some real dark in the middle, a little bit of light here. And this is going to be my horse's eye. I might even have a little come up. All right, so I did that with pencil. There's my horse's eye. Okay. Now I'm going to go up on the line a little bit, and I'm going to make one of the ears. It's going to be sort of like a triangle, and I'm going to make it come kind of like that. And then I'm going to head over here to the other line, and I'm going to make another little ear. Okay? Looks a little funny, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks kind of funny.
And then I'm going to start, I'm just going to do some little lines for some hair. The horse's mane. If you remember when we did our berry project, and our swimming salmon project, we had overlapping. So we're going to do some overlapping. I'm going to put some little lines. Okay. And then I'm going to maybe make some more lines that sort of overlap. make those come. Those are a couple pieces. We're going to have some nice big fat hair there. Maybe put a little lines up here in your horse's ear. And I think, let's see, so my hair, my mane, is going to be coming I'm going to have some pieces way down. And over here, I'm going to have pieces. I'm going to have some pieces that go in front of the ear, some in the back. And I'm just going to kind of sketch. I'm going to have some come like that. Some come like that. Just have some fun, making some lots of hair for the mane. Maybe some more like that. And on each of those pieces, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to make another one to go along with it and connect it. See how that's a nice little fat piece of hair. And maybe another one here. And we have some overlapping now. Okay? And you can just do lots of them. Okay, so I'm going to do these in pencil. My horse has kind of tossed its mane, tossed its head and its mane. Isn't that pretty? I can even have some more come over here from my ear. Can make that little ear come down here. Have some more hair come from like it's just flying.
Just have fun with the hair.
Yeah, just have fun with the hair. Why is there only one eye? Because guess what? One of the eyes is covered up with its mane. Yeah, yeah. And so here I go. I'm just going to have my mane. Now I'm going to go down and I'm going to go do its nostrils and its mouth. I'm going to go down to the bottom grid. See that very bottom square? Kind of maybe here. And I'm going to kind of do a circle. That's going to be one nostril. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to have just a little part of the other nostril. And I'm going to make the mouth come down below the nostril and then come up. See, it's going to be a little
Grandma,
smiling.
do you like doing art?
I do. And then I need to make its little mouth down there. See how I did that? Now I'm going to cook up. I'm going to have this for its...
Ooh. I see what the lines do. They like make everything.
Yeah, now it's starting. I'm going to come down to the mouth. Now it's starting. I'm going to come over here. And now I have, because a horse has sort of a long head. You could even make it a little fatter.
Are we just doing the horse head or also the neck?
Where, sort of the neck, but the mane is going to cover it. See how it's starting to look like a horse's head? Now, over here, I'm going to put, maybe up on this line, I'm going to put kind of the back part of its body. Now, this is what your job is. So if you've gotten this in pencil, you've done a great job. Now you're going to take your pen and you're just going to have fun and you're going to cover over your pencil lines. Okay. Maybe here I might make some little hair. Little hair pieces.
Yeah,
you see?
fuzzy. Yeah,
here I'm going to have it.
Beard.
Yeah, sometimes I have a little beard. I'm going to put some little black marks for its nose. Okay. Ooh. And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to go over my pencil where my eye is. Is it starting to look like a horse?
Yes. It looks like it has like eyeliner on.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Leave a little white in its eye. Okay. And you can put some little lines down on its mouth if you'd like. Now, here I'm going to go the body back there. I'm going to go up and do my ears. Now, this is where you're probably going to want to stop the video. I'm going to come, remember I'm doing overlapping for the hair. I'm going to do some beautiful, fun hair.
Is this supposed to be like a ghost horse?
No. No, it's not a ghost horse. You know, there's in the Bible, it talks about a white horse a lot. And there's a white horse that someday Jesus is going to come back, it says in the Bible, in the clouds. And it says he will be riding a white horse, a powerful white horse, yes. Yeah,
How
so
long will it take for that?
We don't know. We don't know when it's going to take. So see, I'm just gonna keep on, I'm drawing its mane.
So cool.
And I'm using the pencil marks as a guideline, and I'm just kind of cover them. And see how I'm having overlapping. I'm having some hair come in the front, some in the back. I'll come over here and I'll make some hair. Okay. And so we're going to actually take a little tiny break and let the kids work on their project. And it might take you a little while. You might not get it all done in one day because you want to do a really nice job. You want to have lots of nice, that nice mane. Look at how I have a nice, I'm going to go down and connect it. See how I connect it? Oh, I think I'll make some more.
Now you're just having fun.
Now I'm just having fun. And you can have fun too.
They look like noodles.
Yeah, they sort of do, don't
The
they?
head is so big, I didn't realize how big it was going to be.
And we'll make some more hair coming down. Yeah. Would you like to ride a white horse like this?
Yeah. Yes.
I would too.
Yes. I would be kind of scared.
Would you be
I would
scared?
think it was a ghost.
Well, we're gonna when
But
we
it would
start
also be
when we start painting our horse, you're gonna see this is gonna be a really fun, colorful.
do some shadowing horse.
Yeah, you'll do that. But once we start doing our painting,
Actually see your picture of the horse from the iPad.
all right, kids. So we're gonna take a little break, and we want you kids to just work on your hair. I don't know how long it'll take you, but just have fun and make lots of nice hair shape. We want to make it nice and full, and we are going to be working on our project, and we'll start this back up when we've gotten our all of our drawing done. All right?
Bye guys, have fun.
Okay, Jardine's working on her drawing. She's got her eye. She's kind of working on her hair. She's got her ears. All right, so now Jardine, what I'd like you to do, she's got her nose down at the bottom and mouth. She's having fun doing her hair. So remember, you're gonna need to make a line going up that way, because remember, you've got your long, yep, you need that line, and then you need a line coming up here, so you can make the horse's head. So, okay, so let's do this line. Gonna come up that way. There you go. Yeah. Just hand up. There you go. You're doing good.
Then do I stop here?
Uh-huh. There you go. And then you're going to come over here. You need another line.
Mine's more like a pony. It's tinier.
That's okay. Let's go take a look at Olivia and see how she's doing. Okay. So she's got her eye, her horse's eye. She's got some little ears up there. Got some little hair, and she's got her horse's head.
I'm still having fun with my hair.
Yeah, you can have your hair. Okay, let's come over here. And then remember, up on this line up here, we're gonna kind of put the horse's body. You can make a little curvy line.
Can I start my Sharpie?
Yeah, we're gonna start our Sharpies in a minute. All righty. Okay, so Olivia she's coming and she's kind of tracing over using her pencils as a guideline. She's got her fat pen and she's just kind of going over and having fun, working on her hair and ears. Let's go see how Jardine is doing. Okay, and Jardine is working with a smaller pen. We're having the older kids. So she's inked her eye and her ear, and she's inked a couple pieces of hair. She's inked the back part of the body. She's just gonna keep on working.
Dude, see, there's the cat.
So here is my drawing that I'm working on watercolor, and I've just made lots of fun lines, and then another line right along next to it that hooks on at the bottom. And then sometimes I'll make a line that goes underneath, so I have some overlapping. And it's starting to look like its mane is being tossed in the wind as it's long. Horse has a long head. All right, and we're gonna come over and see how Olivia's doing great. Her hair is kind of a little more curly. And then we've got Jardine, and she's working. She's making lots of lines, and her lines are thinner. So now I'm having, Olivia is starting to erase her pencil lines. So she just used her pencil lines as sort of a little grid, a little for the grid, and then just to draw the lines, the guidelines for the hair and everything. But then once she's put the ink on, she doesn't need those pencil lines. So here she goes, she's erasing. Yeah, and she's using a kneaded eraser. It's I love using that. You can buy them any place. Michael's has them. You don't have to use that kind of eraser, but it's very easy to pick up the pencil. Okay, and then here we came over, and I kind of finished mine. I haven't erased, but I'm going to in a minute. Mine, of course, is on watercolor. The girls is on canvas. And here we go. Oh my, you have quite a bit. She's doing a lot of detail in her horse's hair. Yeah. Very nice. Uh-oh. The nice thing about the kneaded eraser is you can just tear it apart, and then kids can share.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. See how she just tears that apart. So you're going to be erasing all your pencil lines.
And the grid?
The grid, yeah. Everything pencil. Well, we have had a lot of fun. We've been making our drawing, and we mostly use fat marker. Olivia and I did. And they're on canvas. I'm on watercolor paper. And you mostly used the thin marker, didn't you?
Yeah, and then
But you got a little frustrated and wanted to use. Yeah. So our drawings are done. Guess what we're going to do next? We're going to start with some color. And this is where we're going to use our pastels. So we can lay these down. I might just lay mine upside down. It doesn't matter how you lay it.
I wanted to put a flower.
Oh, you wanted to put a flower. Well, you know, you've always got your background. So this right here, this little corner is your background. You could put a flower in that. You could put a rainbow. You could put a flower in if you'd like to. Yeah, you can do that.
Can you draw it?
No, you can draw your flower. And I'm going to get started on my pastels. So pastel is really fun. We're going to add some color. And this is just going to be like making just fun color, shimmery color. And that's because in the color white, you're going to get some reflection of light, and it actually kind of shows like a rainbow. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to pick a few colors here. Oh, I think I want a little lavender. I'm going to take a little, and I might just go on my side. And I'm going to put a little lavender, maybe here, maybe here. Maybe then I'm going to come over and add a little turquoise. And you can pick whatever colors you like, you girls. But I'm going to try not to overlap them a lot. So see how I'm just, let's see, I think
How do I do that?
You're going to go on the side, and you're just going to color anywhere that you want. And you don't have to worry about, oh, that's what it should look like. All we're doing is adding some color. A little bit of color, a little bit of sort of like rainbow color.
Also in this eye?
Yeah, you can put some there. But there's something we're going to do in a few minutes here. I'm going to add a little yellow.
I need the orange. Wait, can I get it on its face?
You can get anywhere you want. Yep.
I mostly want my blue, because blue is more...
Yeah, and make sure you do at least 3 colors. Okay.
Wait, am I also doing its body?
You can do everything on your picture. Yep. Yeah, and not just one color. So you want to make sure. So see, I made mine. Even look at, I put all kinds of colors. You can put all kinds of colors.
I'm gonna do simple colors.
Yeah, you can use your primary colors. You don't want to really blend the colors a lot. Yeah, you want to have, and you can have a couple more.
I'm only doing purple, yellow, orange, and blue. Oh, I know.
Okay. Make sure you have some down here and up here. Yeah, we want to have color all over. We're just adding some color onto our sheet. Okay, very good. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a little piece of paper towel or tissue, and we're gonna rub it in. We're not gonna blend it a lot. We're just gonna kind of rub our colors in.
What do I do?
You're gonna take your,
Whoa.
yeah, and then you're just gonna kind of rub them in. See how, yeah.
I don't want to screw it up.
No, that's okay because you're gonna be adding.
This looks like
We have finished our pastel, our drawing, and we're ready. This is just made like an underlayer. We've got Olivia's kind of on the left-hand side on canvas. I'm in the middle with watercolor paper, and over on the right we have Miss Jardine's, and it kind of shows our pastels laying on their sides, and they're ready to go. We're
back. We're gonna do acrylic and water paint now on our horses.
Yes, we had a nice trampoline break. We got to jump on the trampoline and get some of our heebie-jeebies out, and I hope you take some breaks every so often. Just pause us. We'll be here when you get back. Take a little break. We'll have some fun, and come back and work. We're gonna work with a little bit of watercolor now, and we just have our little watercolor sets, some water, some little brushes. This is gonna be really simple and real fast. And I'm gonna do mine upside down so you kids can see. I'm gonna start with either like maybe blue or purple.
This is our dirty water.
Oh, that's our dirty water. Oops. Well, I started with clean water. Thank you. Yeah, we want to have some dirty water and some clean water, and Olivia and I are going to share our paints.
So which one do I put in?
So this one's our dirty one, and that one's our clean one.
we'll put it
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And so we're either going to use like blue or purple, and we're going to do a little background.
Wait, what color?
Blue or purple.
I'm
something
kind of
dark.
gonna do a mix of both of them.
Yeah, you could do a mix.
Wait, where are we doing it?
We're doing it up here. Yeah, kind of the background.
Yeah, mine. Okay.
And we're not going to paint on the hair, so let's try to not get the hair. Let's try
I
to
can't get mine on because I already have oil
let's
pastels
try to
on there.
go around the hair. That's okay.
I need a thicker paintbrush.
You can grab. I've got a couple thicker ones there. You can grab a
Mine's kind of hard to paint on my eyes.
Yeah, and you know what? It's really pretty to blend it. So I've got a little purple going, and now I think I'm going to use a little blue. Blend it a little tiny bit. And you can use whatever you'd like. In fact, if you want to draw something in there, like a flower or something, you're welcome to
So
do
just
that.
everything but the body and hair.
Yeah. So I'm kind of finished with mine. I'm going to throw a tiny little salt just because I think it's fun and it makes little
It's hard to paint.
patterns.
It's kind of hard to paint. Yeah, it's kind of hard to paint on this.
Well, it's because you have such a bigger space than I.
Also because of the
Yeah. But just also because of the pastel that's on there. So the girls are gonna be, they're
Do you like
painting
my
now. So
brown?
you painted up, and Jardine, you're gonna wanna paint up close to the hair. You wanna fill that whole area, yeah. And then I'm gonna go down to that bottom area under the jowl, and I'm gonna do the same thing. And well, it's sort of like the chin of the horse. And I've got some purple, I'm adding some blue. You can add whatever you want. But I'm just gonna put some color down
I'm doing
here.
blue and purple because I wanted to make it look like a galaxy.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. And see how mine is just sort of, you can even have some come up.
This is fun.
It is fun, isn't it? So I've just got a mix of my blues and my purple.
Do you like mine?
Oh, I love it.
This paintbrush was white, I swear.
And then I'm going to, once I've gotten my corners, so this corner and that corner painted, then I'm just gonna paint with a little bit of water and just blend it, kind of draw it up here, blend it, make sure it kind of goes next to the horse's nose. And I'm about done. Yeah, I might dab a little of something. Oh, just a little bit of blue, and then I'm gonna mush that around. If I want to throw a little bit of salt on it, that might be kind of fun for some patterns and to dry up.
Salt. Oh, I have some right here.
Oh, I might even want to take a little bit of blue or lavender, just a little bit, and go around maybe a little shadow under my horse's eye. Maybe come up like that. See how I just did a little bit? I'm not doing a lot. Just a little bit. Maybe a little tiny bit around the nose. Just a little bit.
Wait, do I also paint here?
You're gonna paint. So you painted. You're gonna be painting down here,
I'm gonna add a little bit of
and then you're gonna use water to draw it coming up this way.
the?
What is that?
That's water.
That's funny.
It's water.
And Jardine, I'd like you to use two, like you could use blue and purple. That is funny. You know, you can just dab it up with your. There you go. Beautiful. Yes. And so you're also going to want to do some, kind of take your water and dab it down there. You might even, you can do that. This is just your background, and you want it to be, you're going to have a white horse. So you want some down here, and then with water, you'll paint it coming up.
Well, I wanted this to be the body.
Yeah, it will. But you still want to draw some water up, because then you're going to end up painting with white. Okay. So I'm kind of, so I've got mine upside down for the kids that are watching. But I want you girls to see what I did. I took a little bit of lavender and blue up here, and I took some lavender and blue down here, and then I kind of painted with water here. I threw a little salt on, and now I've got some color behind my horse. I may even think about that very upper corner if you've got some space up there. It's just the background. It's the background.
Grandma, I really like this side. Look, I kind of zip it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Mine looks like a galaxy.
It does look like a galaxy.
Mine looks like a galaxy. Mine looks like a galaxy.
I might make it a little darker up in the corner.
Haley, can I see your background? Oh, you're gonna come see it.
And don't forget to throw a little salt, or also to dab it up. Let's maybe paint with a little bit of water now coming up.
Yeah, I like painting.
And then you might, once it's got some water, you might want to dab it up with your, let's get a little bit of paper towel.
Okay, now since I've done that, I'm going to need your...
And some little bit of salt, and then dab it up in a few little places with your paper towel, okay? So I'm going to dab mine a little here, a little here. Let's say dab it 3 times.
Can you help me? I need to dab it. Now it's right.
And I did 4.
Okay, now.
Okay. So again, let's get a little salt. Let's get some more water in here. Okay. And did you just want blue, or do you want one more color?
I just want blue.
Just want blue. Okay, that's all right. Let's put a little bit of water, and then let's.
Wait, where?
Maybe around in here a little bit. Okay, a little bit. And kind of take your brush and kind of bring it, and let's kind of bring it up here. Let's get some more water on that brush. Get some water, there you go.
Grandma, do you like mine?
Ah, yes, lovely, lovely.
Okay, now it's right there, Grandma.
Okay, let's get some water. Now let's kind of bring it up with water. You need a little clean water. You're using some dirty water, aren't you? Let's get clean water. Yeah.
Purple, because I love purple.
And then kind of do it fast.
Where? Here?
Yeah, just have it come up a little bit. There you go. Now let's get some salt. Let's throw some salt on it, and then I want you to, where it's real wet, I want you to dab it with your paper towel.
Salt.
Some salt. Yeah, let's use a little salt. You can use a little salt up there too. How are you doing? Okay. Awesome. And let's make sure you have some clean water. I would like you to put a little bit of more water down here, and then dab it up a little bit with your paper towel.
Okay, now what?
Now you're going to take your paper towel and you're going to dab it a little bit.
But whenever I dab mine on it, it's good.
That's okay. We want some.
Whenever I dab it, everything comes off.
That's okay. We want some dark places and some light places.
Grandma, that actually looks really cool when some of the stuff comes off.
It does, because it gives you a little cool little texture.
Like, if you were actually trying to do a galaxy.
Yeah. You can even rub it a little there. Ooh, look at that pretty texture. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah.
Look at mine, Grandma. I just don't like all the water. How it's all just dirty water.
Well, our very last part, once this is all dry, we're going to let these dry, and then we're going to get our white acrylic out.
Are we putting our acrylic on the head, or?
So now I've gotten my white acrylic out, and I've got a little rough chip brush. I put some of my acrylic paint out on a little piece of paper next to me to work. I just didn't have anything else to put it on. And see, I'm taking my brush and I'm just getting a little bit in there. I'm not adding any water. And now I'm just kind of lining. I'm going in to the hair. And I have my brush sort of sideways. And I'm just kind of going inside the lines a little bit to bring out that there's white hair. It's a white horse. And you see how I'm picking up a little color from the pastels and maybe a little from the watercolor. And so it just kind of sparkles through my white hair. And I'm just kind of filling in some of the lines, just going through my overlap shapes, just giving it a little more definition. And yeah, I just kind of go to the other side now, work it in. And you see, I still pick up a little bit of that color. So there's a little bit of color kind of shining through my white mane of my horse. I'm going to go up, yeah, and just kind of just go through it all. And your brush, you're not working with a real wet brush. It's kind of more of a dry brush. And as you keep working and you're not adding water, it's going to get a little drier. So from time to time, you might kind of just bring it over all of the mane, all of the hair. And now I've got my big brush. Oh, I'm going to start on my horse. And I'm kind of working. I've got it kind of sideways and I'm working kind of fast. I don't want to get every single little part. I want to leave some color coming through. And if you can see, I've got a little bit of white, but I've got dry. It's dry brush, dry paint, no water on it. It's not real thick paint. It's real kind of thin. And as I'm working, I'm kind of blending some of that color. I'm also going back onto that horse's behind horse's rump. I'm putting some white paint on there. I'm starting back, and then I'm just sort of bringing it down, just going down and blending it a little bit here and there. So I've got a white horse, but as you can see, my white horse has got a little bit of color coming through, kind of rainbowish. And then I might come back with my pen after and I might define it just a little bit more. Maybe there's places where I went over too much with the white paint on the pen, and I might want to bring it up. And so I'll take my pen and kind of outline a few places if I want to do that. And now the girls worked on theirs after I did mine, and here is a beautiful picture of them.
Last thing we do in any art project is, what do we do, girls?
Clean.
Clean up, because we want our moms and all the adults in our life to be happy that we left a nice, clean place, and they will be thrilled for you to do some more art projects in the future.